And one of the things that we've begun to understand is that we don't have as many social problems as we have family systems problems. And the most strategic way to strengthen families is to strengthen the family leadership team, which a lot of people call the marriage, that is the marriage. And so we focus on what we feel like is the most strategic way to strengthen families from the inside, is to equip those parents to raise those kids. Kids that come from two-parent intact families do better by every measure. And so that's why we work uniquely in this space. Goodness, we serve teams in 30 cities. We serve 180 authors all the way across the country. We have always served the local church in its unique mission to strengthen families and marriages. And we have a brand new effort to strengthen families from a public policy perspective. We intervene with families in 3 different spaces: when they're entering marriage, like in the premarital stage, when they are currently married and they're kind of getting used to being married, or when they're in the struggling stage. Our work is decentralized, so we work with a network of people all across the city. The taxpayer cost of divorce in Texas is over $38,000 per family. This translates into tens of millions, or actually hundreds of millions of dollars in taxpayer savings. It was slow going in the beginning. We from 2009 to 2019, over that 10-year period, we grew to 6 people. But COVID was a game changer for us, and so we've grown from to today to about 22 team members. Well, I have 42 years of background in the business world, and I've committed 20,000 hours as a volunteer to this. And one of the things I know from our business world, if you don't have a certain amount of operational discipline, you'll never get the projects finished. And so one of the first people we met on Catchafire was a guy named Devin. And Devin is a rock star in the change management world and process development world. We could have never paid Devin what he charges, but he came into our mission, met with our team, fell in love with our team and our mission, and contributed to some really important early steps on us creating more operational excellence and operational discipline. One of the most interesting projects was that we have this ambitious idea of creating the largest online marriage resource center in the country, and we currently have that. And how did we do that? Well, we had interviewed 180 authors of books and resources and podcasts and everything imaginable, and they collectively have 800 resources for marriages. But we needed a central website to be able to display this properly, because marriage is really unique as it relates to the internet. When people are going through a difficult time in their marriage, they don't reach out often to their pastor. They often don't reach out to even a counselor. The first place they go to is the privacy of the internet. But we wanted to create this next generation of website, but that was going to be very, very expensive to do. And so we engaged with Catchafire, and what we did is we project managed this, but with the help of some really bright people. And one of the first persons was Caroline, and Caroline was a very talented WordPress designer. And Caroline gave us kind of the template for a website that our team members could then build out. And then we have a really neat story of a lady named Carmilla. Carmilla is a lady who came to the United States from India, and she had just arrived in New York City when she applied to be a Catchafire volunteer. And we connected with her, and she did a lot of the really high-tech search engine positioning work, which was really important to us. Again, we could have never done that on our own. So, and we've used a guy named Chris, who's helped us with our donor development. We've used a guy named Mike, who has just given us all sorts of feedback, and he's an engineer. But it's helped us become a stronger organization. So Catchafire has helped us build capacity. It's allowed us to take risks that we would not take. And surprisingly, we built a lot of friendships, because these are really great people. Yeah, I want to say thank you. And also, I admire SVP. I remember when SVP first came to San Antonio, and I thought that was really extraordinary. I was very proud of San Antonio for embracing the SVP vision, because it's a very bold vision. And it's also, SVP is also providing a needed service that's not otherwise available.